Dark Shadows, number 118, VTR 12166, air 12766, take one.
My name is Victoria Winters. It is night at Collinwood, and I'm desperately afraid that it may be the last night of my life. I'm held prisoner in a secret room of a deserted old house by a half-crazed, desperate man. A man who once attempted to kill me. At Collinwood, the only 3 people in the world who could rescue me have just discovered I'm nearby.
Are you sure this is Vicky's bag?
Positive. Her initials are on it.
Then she never left the grounds.
What do you think could have happened to her?
Well, she might have gotten lost on the grounds. The property stretches for miles, and some of the terrain's pretty tricky.
Why would she wander around the estate when she was due in Bangor?
I don't know. I'm just searching for some logical reason why she disappeared.
There's a reason that's even more logical. One that none of us wants to think about.
Matthew?
He's still missing. And Vicky is missing now. He could have come back here. Vicky could have stumbled on him. He might be holding her right now.
But the sheriff is positive Matthew's miles away from here.
He could be wrong. You'd better get the sheriff on the phone and hope that we haven't been too late.
I have reason to believe she's still on the grounds. Can you get up here right away? Will you bring additional men with you? I'm terribly worried about her. Thank you, George. He'll be here as soon as he can.
Good. In the meantime, I think Haskell and I ought to look around right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you have any guns on the place?
Guns?
I think we should be armed, just in case.
Are you that sure that Matthew's responsible for her disappearance?
No, I'm not, but if it's a possibility, we should be prepared for him.
Yeah, I'm with Devlin. I think we ought to be armed just in case.
Roger has some guns.
Do you know where they are?
They're in the gun rack in the back.
I'll go with you.
Thought you could outsmart me, didn't you? Thought you could trick me into trusting you so you could sneak out of here and sick the sheriff onto me. Too bad for you, Miss Winters. I was onto your game all along.
I did what you told me to. I gave you enough time to get away.
Don't try to outsmart old Matthew. He's too shrewd for you.
You could have made a run for your car and nobody would have stopped you.
When will you stop your lying?
I'm not lying. You think that the police are silent and invisible? You know they're not outside. You were out there.
Not right outside, maybe, but they could be in the woods up by the ravine or on the cliffs.
Pretty soon, Mrs. Stoddard is going to find that I'm missing. And the police will start searching for me. And they'll look at this house.
Let them search. They'll never find me here. Nobody knows about this room but me, not even Miss Stoddard.
How can you be sure Mrs. Stoddard doesn't know about it?
Because I am.
Mrs. Stoddard knows everything about Collinwood and its history. There's a very good chance that she knows about this room. And there's a very good chance that the police will trap you in here. And unless you make a run for it now, you're going to lose your last chance to escape. You know what I'm saying is the truth. What are you doing?
Get up. Get up. I'm gonna tie you up and gag you. Then I'll go outside and take a look. You could be telling me the truth.
I am.
You better be.
care of the shells.
Good. Thank you. Thanks.
I hope you don't have to use them.
So do I, Mr. Stoddard. I still think there's a possibility that Vicky's just lost.
Come on.
Wait a minute. I just thought of something. Maybe she is only just lost.
Why do you say that?
Well, just as she was ready to leave this afternoon, she discovered that she'd lost her wallet somewhere on the way back from the old house.
The old house?
Yes, she went there earlier to get David. And somewhere, when she discovered that she'd lost it, she thought she knew where to find it.
Do you know the way to the old house?
Yeah.
Well, they mentioned coming back by a shortcut. Vicky said she had to climb over a fence.
Do you know the shortcut?
Yes, it's past the greenhouse, through that clump of trees.
Should we head that direction together, or you want to split up?
I think we should stick together for the time being. Come on.
Be careful.
This must be the place where she climbed over the fence.
Yeah, looks like it.
Well, that's not a sign of her.
Vicky! Vicky!
The wind may be carrying your voice in the opposite direction.
Yeah, I know. She could be someplace out there calling to us and we wouldn't hear her.
She must be freezing by now. Cold and the dampness are getting to me already.
Hey, Haskell, look at this.
What is it?
It's a piece of cloth. It could be from Vicky's dress. How far is it to the old house?
It's about a quarter of a mile.
Let's go.
You didn't hear anybody out there, did you?
No.
You see, I told you there was no one out there. Do you believe me now?
Might be best to make a run for it.
Well, what are you waiting for? Why don't you go?
I'm taking you with me.
Me? What good would I do you?
In case there are police somewhere out there, they can't take a shot at me without hitting you.
There aren't any police out there. How could there be? They probably don't even know that I'm missing yet.
Don't try to argue with me, Miss Winters. I'm going. You're going with me.
What are we going to do when you get to the car?
Cross that bridge when I come to it.
Can't you just leave me there and go?
Better for me to have you with me. Police would be less likely to shoot at me with you in the car.
Well, you can't keep me with you forever.
They may leave you off somewhere miles away in the woods where you can't get to a phone. I don't know. I gotta go one step at a time. You do what I tell you, and you'll be all right.
I'm trying to cooperate with you.
Come on. Come on.
That's it.
Let's go.
Hear something?
No.
Thought I did.
Vicky! Vicky!
Vicky!
Place is deserted.
Yeah. Vicky! Why don't we split up? You look upstairs. I'll stay down here.
Okay.
Be careful, Joe. Matthew could be any place around here, and he might be armed.
Evelyn? Evelyn?
Did you find anything?
No, I searched all the rooms upstairs.
Nothing down here either. I've sworn we would have found her here if we were going to find her at all.
I wonder if the sheriff's gotten up to the main house yet.
Yeah, I must have by this time. His men are out probably scouring the woods.
Well, we might as well go join him.
Yeah, all right. Hey, Haskell. Wait a minute.
What is it?
How much do you know about this old house?
Well, Carolyn and I used to come exploring here when we were kids, but I don't remember much about it. Why?
This is a huge old house. There could be closed off sections of it that we don't know anything about.
Well, I wouldn't know where to look besides the places we've already searched.
Elizabeth Stoddard knows this house better than anyone else. Why don't you go back to the main house and ask her about this place? I'll stay here and look around some
Listen,
more.
Devlin, don't you think that's a waste of time? I think we'd be helping Vicky more if we joined the sheriff.
I know, I might be out of my mind. But I think we should look over the house again. The sheriff and his men can search the outside.
Well, okay. I'll go along with whatever you say.
Hurry back as soon as you can.
All right.
Well, any trace of her?
No, not a sign.
Where's Bert?
Well, he stayed back at the house. He wanted to take another look around. I just came back to ask some questions.
What questions?
Well, about the house, there's some things we'd like to know.
What?
Well, we've searched practically everywhere, upstairs and down, but we would like to know if there are any rooms that we might have missed, rooms that have been closed off or shut up for some reason. I don't know, storage places in the attic or basement, or any place that we might have missed. Can you think of any room that might fit that description?
Yes. Yes, as a matter of fact, I can.
We'll get trigger happy.
Did you find out anything?
Yes. There is a place in this house that we haven't searched.
Where is it?
The storm cellar. The entrance is out back.
Oh, I already looked there. I found it.
Did you get in? Mrs. Stoddard said it was locked.
No, I broke the lock. Nothing but a lot of musty old junk. Is there any other place? Did she tell you about any other place that Vicky might be?
No, she knows this house better than anybody else.
Yeah, that's true. Well, what do you think we ought to do? Suppose we ought to get out of here. We're wasting our time.
The sheriff came to the house about 20 minutes ago. He has over a dozen men with him.
Where are they?
They're out combing the woods right now.
Well, we better join them. We're not doing Vicky any good here.
Dumb thing to do, Miss Winters. Real dumb.
ABC Stage 67 turns its attention to the pop music scene, present and future, when Rick Nelson and Joni Summers star in an offbeat musical, On the Flip Side. Tonight at 10, 9 o'clock Central Time on ABC. Dark Shadows is a Dan Curtis production.